Elimination Chamber 2026 is this weekend in Chicago. So here are my predictions for the entire show. I'm going to be going over the women's, men's Elimination Chambers and the two other matches that are on the show, including the Women's Intercontinental Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship match. And you feel free to leave your predictions down below as well. So let's hop in today's video. So let's start off with the Women's Intercontinental Championship match, where we have Becky Lynch defending her title against AJ Lee. This is AJ Lee's first singles match in over a decade. Now, this match has basically been building since September, when AJ came back and teamed with her husband, CM Punk, to take on Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins at WrestlePalooza. Now, over the months, we've seen this story build and build and build, with AJ Lee costing Becky Lynch her IC title, and causing her to lose the title to Maxine Dupree. Eventually, though, Becky won it back, a couple months later, after she lost it. But we've seen a little face-off between these women before, after the Madison Square Garden show, where AJ Lee cost Becky Lynch the match for her title. Becky Lynch allegedly tapped out. I didn't see any tap out, but allegedly she tapped out to AJ Lee. And, AJ Lee's been basically ruining her life for the past couple months since she returned in September. Now, everyone has been expecting this match, especially for the Intercontinental Championship, but I feel like people thought it was going to be at WrestleMania, not Elimination Chamber, which I thought too. I thought it was going to be at WrestleMania, which it could still happen to be at WrestleMania, but I think it wouldn't make sense for Becky Lynch to beat AJ Lee here, because I think, honestly, Becky has done everything she could with the IC Championship, and I think she should go after bigger and better things, like the Women's World Championship, or heck, you can maybe make her move to SmackDown. Who knows? But I do think AJ Lee's picking up the W here and getting the Intercontinental Championship. And we could finally have AJ Lee do other things than Becky Lynch. Like, she could actually have matches with Lyra, Io, Rhea Ripley, Ivy Nile, all those other people. We could finally do with AJ Lee. And finally remove both Becky and AJ from the storyline that they basically have been trapped in for months. So, I'm just going to go with AJ Lee, because I feel like she could do other stuff. She could do more stuff with the title than Becky can right now. And I think it's time for Becky to go back, to, good, like, the world title. Also, if AJ does win, I want her to actually be there more than she has been. So, I'm just going to say that. Anyway, next match, we got the World Heavyweight Championship match, where we have Finn Balor taking on CM Punk in his hometown of Chicago for the World Heavyweight Championship. Finn Balor has gotten a little bit of a push in 2026. He has gotten, this is his second World Heavyweight Championship title match this year alone, which is pretty good for Finn Balor, especially since he normally doesn't get these opportunities. Now, do I think Finn Balor's going to win? No. I don't think he's going to win. Do I think this is all a hoax by or whatever? Like, do I think this is like just a way to get Finn Balor fans excited? Yes, I do believe that. Do I believe in this false hope that Finn Balor's actually gonna win the championship? Yeah, no. Like I'm expecting Finn Balor to go back to do what he was doing before this feud, and do what does best, and that's take losses. Because let's be honest, he's never winning a world title in WWE. He's just gonna take on. He's just gonna keep on losing. Keep on losing and keep on losing. So I'm gonna go with CM Punk, especially since Roman Reigns at WrestleMania is right around the corner, and we're gonna get CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Because let's be honest, Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns in the main event at WrestleMania. Okay, yeah, sure. It's going to be CM Punk versus Roman Reigns in the main event at WrestleMania. Not Finn Balor, aka Pin Balor. And people saying it's Win Balor now, it's Twin Balor. No, WWE is giving guys false hope. Nothing ever is going to happen. Finn Balor is not winning a world title in WWE again. Probably, I'm going to say this right now. The best thing that you guys are going to get out of this is him beating Dominic at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. That's the best thing you guys are going to get. He's not winning. He's just going to go back to do what he does best, and that is be Pin Balor. That's why I'm going exactly with CM Punk, because CM Punk is likely to get another World Heavyweight Championship title under his belt before Finn Balor wins another world title. So that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a 1,500 years before Finn Balor gets another championship. It's never happening. He's never, ever winning. Anyway, let's move to the Women's Elimination Chamber, where we have Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Raquel Rodriguez, and Kiana James. This is a very interesting one, because I feel like we have a bunch of women in this match that could realistically win the chamber. Like Asuka. Asuka right now, she's kind of in her tag team era right now. But honestly, let's be honest. Asuka, 3 years ago. Was that 3 years ago already? Oh my god. No. What? That's disgusting. Anyway, Asuka, a couple of years ago, she won the Elimination Chamber and fought Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. Now, she could be a winner, but I just don't think she's going to win. Raquel Rodriguez, very good option, very solid option, actually. And she could face Jade Cargill at WrestleMania for the Women's Championship. But I just don't think they're going to go that route, especially since the way that I thought they were going to go, WWE is going to go, it does not seem like it's going to be that way. So I don't think Raquel's going to win, but if she does, I will be happy. Alexa Bliss. Honestly, I feel like she should be one of the favorites, because Alexa is one of the biggest stars in the women's division. And I wouldn't hate it if she won, because it's been a while since we've seen Alexa Bliss as a world champion, and what a world champion Alexa Bliss could be like. So I think it might be consider Alexa Bliss winning this thing. But let's move on to Rhea Ripley. If Rhea Ripley wins, nobody will be shocked. Like, nobody will be shocked. But I don't think it makes sense. But I wouldn't be surprised if the WWE decide, you know what? Yeah, Rhea, you're winning Elimination Chamber. You're going to face Jade Cargill in the main event of WrestleMania. Right? But maybe they'll do that. Who really knows? who really knows? But then Tiffany Stratton, I just don't. I'm just gonna say Tiffany Stratton's not going to win the Elimination Chamber because that would mean she would face Jade Cargill at WrestleMania, and we've already seen Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton for the Women's Championship like 1,000 times already, so we don't need to see that. So the only options I gotta say is either Alexa, Raquel, or Rhea. I'm gonna go with the safe bet. I'm going to go with Rhea, but for my risky pick, I'm going to go with Alexa. For my risky pick, for my safe bet pick, I'm going to go with Rhea because I feel like WWE will just do that to, especially since they're struggling with WrestleMania sales. Maybe pulling out, maybe giving Rhea Ripley the title. Will maybe pull some viewers' attentions back in because, as we all know, Rhea Ripley is one of the biggest faces of WWE. Like, have you seen every time she comes out? It sounds like a Stone Cold. Okay, it doesn't sound like that, but it's basically like a current day Stone Cold pop. Not as big as he was in the '90s, but it's basically still one of the biggest pops on the entire roster. But for my safe bet, I'm going with Rhea Ripley. Risky, I'm going with Alexa Bliss. Time for the men's elimination chamber, where we got Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, Randy Orton, Jey Uso, Javon Evans, or Trick Williams. I'm just gonna write. Okay. I'm gonna say it. I don't think Javon's winning it. I just don't think he's going to win it. I think he's a little too young to win it, and I think WWE is gonna take their time with Javon. Jay, don't think he's gonna win it. I just don't want him to win it either. Trick Williams would be an interesting option, but an answer that I don't think WWE would go with right now. I just don't think they would do it. But again, they could surprise me. LA Knight, this guy has been over for 3 years. LA Knight has been over for 3 years. For 3 years, has not gotten a single world championship in his career since he's been over 3 years ago. And he's been containing the still over, even though WWE continues to not push him to what people would like them to. I honestly, I could see it, but I just don't think they would put the WWE title on someone like LA Knight. I feel like they would put the World Heavyweight Championship on LA Knight. Also, there'd basically be no point moving LA Knight to Raw and then him winning the Elimination Chamber and then going back straight to SmackDown. That wouldn't make sense at all, really. Cody Rhodes, WWE's golden boy, the greatest professional wrestler to ever lace a pair of boots up, my GOAT. And he just won. He just held the WWE Championship, and WWE is always willing to go with Cody Rhodes as WWE Champion whenever they need it. Randy Orton. This man hasn't won a World Championship in over 6 years at this point. Over 5 years. It's going on to 6 years. But people want Randy Orton as World Champion again to become 15-time World Champion. Now, what are my picks? So I'm going to say the first 3 guys up here are off the table. I'm going to say the 3 down here have the best odds of winning. And I said this for the Royal Rumble, for my Royal Rumble predictions, if you go watch it, if you didn't hear. But, I'm going to have to go with him. I'm going to have to go with the greatest professional wrestler to ever lace a pair of boots up, my GOAT, Cody Raheem Rhodes, the American Nightmare. I'm going with the GOAT, Cody Rhodes. I'm going with him. I'm sticking true, and I'm still being a true Cody crybaby. And this is February Cody. February Cody's a nasty Cody Rhodes. Look at the past years of Cody Rhodes in February. It's nasty. Look at 2024. Look at 2025. And now look at this year. Nasty. Cody Rhodes gets nasty in this month. And he's going to get nasty in Elimination Chamber when he pins all these fools and becomes #1 contender for that Drew McIntyre's WWE Championship and takes it back at WrestleMania 42 and holds it for 650, 500 years. 'Cause he's my GOAT. I will never back down. I will always glaze and stroke the ego of Cody Rhodes. Because Cody Rhodes is awesome. And he is the GOAT. Though he's the GOAT, the boat, and the greatest professional wrestler to ever lace a pair of boots up. So don't get that mistaken. I hope Cody Rhodes pins LA Knight so all those LA Knight fans can get all sad and depressed that LA Knight's not getting a championship match at WrestleMania. Guess what? LA Knight's gonna have to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Ha 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 ha. Well, my GOAT has eliminated him from Elimination Chamber and the Royal Rumble. Beat that. I'm not joking, by the way. Look at it. Cody has eliminated him at the Royal Rumble, and now he's going to eliminate him in Elimination Chamber. Guarantee it. Guaranteed. Anyway, I'm going with Cody Rhodes. Again, he's my GOAT. I don't think I need to make myself more clearer. But that's all I've guys today. What do you guys think? Comments below. And do you agree with my Elimination Chamber predictions? And what are your Elimination Chamber predictions? I would really like to know, because I hope you have different answers for different ones, except the men's Elimination Chamber. Except the men's Elimination Chamber. There's only one right answer for that, and that's Cody Rhodes. Anyway, have a beautiful rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Bye. Deuces.